Hi students, welcome you all. I am Shaju Thomas, Academic Head. Today we'll be learning about the types of ships. Ships are the fundamental tool of all shipping activities, and there are a variety of ships depending upon the type of cargo they carry. Before we learn about the type of ships, we must understand what are the different types of services that are available. So today we'll be learning about the different types of shipping services and the different types of ships that are available. Also, we'll be learning specifically about dry bulk ships and bulk ship sizes. So as I've told you, shipping services can be broadly classified into two: tram services and liner services. So the first is tram services. What are the characteristics of tram services? Tram services does not have any fixed routes, no fixed schedules, and they transport cargo depending upon the availability. Okay, so they are basically carry bulk cargos, homogeneous cargos, unpacked cargos, loose cargos. Okay, so you can compare tram services to taxi services. Okay, taxi services doesn't have any fixed routes or schedule. Depending upon our requirement, we call the taxi. They come and pick you up and drop you to the place where you want to go. It's exactly like this the tram services are. Tram services comes and loads the cargo where it is required and discharges the cargo to the place where it is to be destined to. Okay, so these are the characteristics. There is no fixed routes, there is no fixed timetables, and they carry bulk or homogeneous cargo. Second is liner services. Liner services are shipping services where they have fixed routes, fixed timetables, okay, and they carry general cargo and semi-finished and finished products. Okay. We can compare liner services with line bus or metro services. Okay, line buses have fixed routes, they have fixed schedules, they have fixed bus stops, and there are fixed tariffs. Okay, so whoever wants to take a liner bus, they have to come to that bus stop and utilize that service. This is exactly the same for liner services. Basically, containerized shipping comes under liner services. Okay. So, shipping services can be broadly classified into tram services and liner services. Ships can further be classified into dry bulk ships and liquid bulk ships. Okay. Liner ships can be further classified into break bulk ships and container ships. So, tram ships, as I've told, these are dry bulk carriers. Examples are bulk cargo like coal, iron ore, fertilizers, grains, sugar, cement. All these categories are loaded in bulk ships. Okay, they are loaded in bulk. They are loose cargo, homogeneous cargo. Most of the raw materials are carried in dry bulk carriers. Okay, the second category is liquid cargo carriers. They are tankers. Okay, all sort of liquid cargo like crude oil, petrol, diesel, kerosene, and other sort of liquid cargos are carried in liquid cargo carriers. So now we'll go to the types of ships. There are different types of ships available depending upon the types of cargo that is to be carried. Okay, so there are bulk carriers, break bulk carriers or general cargo vessels, tankers, gas carriers, refrigerated ships, livestock carriers, container ships, roll-on, roll-off ships, lash barges, etc. So we'll come to the first category of ship, that is the dry bulk ships. Okay. Dry bulk ships are designed to carry bulk cargoes. As I've told you, like coal, iron ore, grains, fertilizers, cement, sugar, salt, all these sort of cargoes are loaded in bulk ships. These ships play a critical role in the global trade, carrying massive amounts of raw material to support industries worldwide. So most of these bulk carriers carry raw materials, which is an integral part of the industry. So this is the picture of a bulk ship. So what are the features of dry bulk ships? The main features of the dry bulk are cargo holds. Ships have holes to store the cargo. Okay? Bulk ships have large open spaces designed to maximum capacity and are usually divided into cargo holds covered by hatches. Okay? So this is a picture of a cargo hold. Okay? So cargo are stored, are loaded and unloaded, and it is stored inside this cargo hold. Okay? This is the picture of a cargo hold with cargo inside the hold. These are bulk ships, and these are hatches actually. Hatches are the covering. Hatch covers are the cover that we close this hatch cover when loading is completed. The hatch covers are basically to protect the cargo from external elements like rain, etc., to protect the cargo. Okay, so this is the picture of a ship. This is the cargo hold, and these are hatch covers. Okay, so hatches are openings on the deck and are covered by hatch covers, which protects the cargo hold from the elements and water from entering. This is a picture of a ship. These are the holes. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 holes where the cargo is stored. These are the hatches, and these are the hatch covers. Okay, so bulk ships are the simplest of ships in terms of construction. Their purpose is to carry homogeneous cargo in bulk, and they have single deck with clear holes and large hatches. There's another picture of bulk ships. You can see cranes fitted to carry out the loading and unloading activities. So this is the inside of a hold actually. You can see ship crews are cleaning the cargo hold. That is, once the cargo discharge is completed, the ship should be ready for the next employment. That may be a different type of cargo. So the previous cargo needs to be completely cleaned. All the residues needs to be cleaned so that the ship is ready to carry the cargo for the next employment. Now the second feature is the loading and unloading. Okay, normally smaller ships have cranes to load and unload the cargo. Okay, so small ships often have onboard cranes fitted with grabs, spouts, or conveyors. Large vessels rely on specialized port equipment. Okay, so most of the small bulk carriers have cranes fitted with grabs or spouts or conveyors for loading and unloading the cargo. Larger vessels normally utilizes shore equipments to handle the cargo. So this is a picture of a bulk ships. This is a geared vessel. Geared vessels are vessels having cranes to load and unload the cargo. This is cargo being handled using grabs. Okay, these are handling cargo using spouts, and these are cargo being handled using conveyor belts. You can see ship loaders are there, and ship loaders load the cargo onto the ships, and you can see the conveyor belts here. Okay, so the conveyor belts carry ore from the stockpile to the ship loader. Okay, so this is a picture of a bulk ship. This is gearless ships. They don't have any cranes to load and unload the cargo. So these are big ships, and these ships need the assistance of shore facilities. Okay, the shore should have cranes and other equipments to handle the cargo. Okay, you cannot find any cranes on the ship to handle the cargo. This is a picture of people playing cricket inside the hold. So the third feature is the ballast tanks. Okay, ballast tanks ensure stability when the ship moves empty. When there is no cargo available, they have to fill the ballast tanks with water to ensure the stability of the ship. Now, bulk carrier ships can be further subdivided into various classifications depending upon the size of the ship. Okay? So the smallest of the ships are coaster bulk carriers. Then we have handy-sized ships, handy bulk carriers, handy-max bulk carriers, Panamax bulk carriers, Cape-size bulk carriers, very large O carrier, ultra-large O carrier, and China-max ships. Okay? So depending upon the dead weight of the ship, that is the capacity of the ships are categorized into 8. We'll just go through these one by one. What are coaster bulk carriers? Coaster bulk carriers are small ships having a capacity of 1,000 to 10,000 deadweight tonnage. That means coaster bulk carriers are small bulk carriers which operate around coastlines, usually within the domestic areas. Handy-sized bulk ships are a little bigger. Their sizes varies from 10,000 to 40,000 deadweight tonnage. Okay, so they are the most versatile class of bulk carriers. Handy-sized bulk carriers are equipped with cranes and they can operate in most ports and terminals. Most handy-sized bulk carriers are built with 5 cargo holds. So there will be normally 5 cargo holds to store the cargo. Now the third category is handy-max bulk carriers. Handy-max bulk carriers are even larger than handy-size. Okay, they are ships having a capacity of 40,000 to 60,000 deadweight tonnage. Okay. Most handy-max bulk carriers are built with 5 cargo holds and 4 cranes approximately with 30 tons safe working load. Now the fourth one are Panamax bulk carriers. Panamax bulk carriers are ships with between sizes of 60,000 to 1 lakh deadweight tonnage. Okay. These ships are medium-sized ships and the largest size of ships that are able to pass through the Panama Canal. Okay. The size of the ships are designed such a way that these ships can cross through the Panama Canal without any problem. The next category of ships are Cape-size ships. Cape-size ships are ships having a capacity of 1 lakh to 2 lakh deadweight capacity. Okay, so these ships are big and they won't be able to pass through Panama Canal or Suez Canal. Okay, they have to cross through the Cape Horn or Cape of Good Hope. Fine. So they predominantly carry iron ore and coal. There is relatively small number of ports with the infrastructure to accommodate Cape-size ships. Then we'll come to the very large O carriers. Very large O carriers are ships having capacity of 2 lakh to 4 lakh deadweight tonnage. Okay, these ships are huge and they basically carry iron ore primarily between Brazil and China. Okay, because of its tremendous size, there is only a small number of ports that have the capability to accommodate these big ships. Okay, very large O carriers and ultra large O carriers comes under this category. Okay, that is those ships having a capacity of 2 lakh to 4 lakh deadweight tonnage. And we come to the final category of ships. They are called China-max ships. Okay, China-max ships are very large O carriers. Okay, and these ships are used basically to carry iron ore from Brazil into China. That's why they they named these ships as Chinamax. And these are ships having a deadweight capacity of above 4 lakh deadweight tonnage. So what is the economic importance of dry bulk ships? The dry bulk ships industry is closely related to the economic condition of the globe. It all depends upon the global economic conditions. Okay, if the global demand of cargo is high, naturally there will be demand for dry bulk ships. If there is less demand, then it indirectly affects the dry bulk shipping industry. Okay, so the Baltic Dry Index is the key economic indicator that reflects the health of the dry bulk market. Okay, every day this Baltic Dry Index varies depending upon the market conditions. Okay, so we will summarize what we studied today. We learned about the type of ships, and we specifically understood about dry bulk ships. Before understanding dry bulk ships, we learned about the different types of services available. Okay, shipping services can be broadly classified into tramp services and liner services. Tramp services are services that doesn't have any fixed schedules or routes. Okay, you can compare tramp services to taxi services. Okay, when you want to go from one place to another, we book a taxi or a Uber. The car comes and picks you up from your place and drops you to the place where you require to go. Exactly, tramp services work in this way. Okay, they don't have any fixed routes or schedules. Wherever the cargo is available, they come and pick up and they discharge the cargo where it is needed. Okay. Most of the ships carry bulk cargo, okay, like iron ore, coal, cement, fertilizers, grains, salt, etc. Right. The next category of services is liner shipping. Liner shipping they have a specific schedule, fixed routes. Okay, the ships has to go through these fixed ports according to the timetable. Okay, container ships belong to the liner services. Okay. Then we studied about the different types of ships, out of which we went into detail on dry bulk ships. Okay, so the features of the dry bulk ships are they have cargo holds, they have single holds, okay, and they carry homogeneous cargo, loose cargo, unpacked cargo. Okay, example, as I've told you, coal, salt, fertilizers, iron ore, all these sort of cargo. Basically, dry bulk ships carry raw materials, and they have cargo is loaded using cranes that are fitted with grabs or spouts or with conveyor belts. And they have ballast tanks. When the ship sails empty, they fill the ship with water to ensure the stability of the ship. Okay, and we also studied about bulk ship sizes. Okay, bulk ship sizes are of 8 categories. These are the 8 categories of ships, and they categorize it according to the deadweight tonnage of the ships. Smaller ships are called coastal bulk carriers. Depending upon the size of the ships, we name it separately. Okay, those ships having a capacity of above 4 lakh deadweight tonnage are called Chinamax ships. Okay, trust this portion has been interesting. Thank you very much. If you have any doubts or clarifications, do contact us. Okay, you can call us or send a message. We will be happy to respond with your queries. Thanks a lot. Bye.